They win because
or it just doesn't matter.
The chips fall their way. Hold on. Why did I move that over here? I moved the wrong one. I want to move the zoom over there. The kid said, "Yeah, Mr. Brown, you shared the screen today of you on the Zoom." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I messed up. Yeah. Yeah, it's about to fix. Oh, they showing my screen. Yep, we live again, everybody. We're live. Let me just gotta change the.
Shouts out to Eric Sermon.
Eric, you heard I said that earlier? You know I said that, right?
I heard you.
I said, shout out to Eric Sermon at EPMD. What you know about it? Back in the day, boy.
Better wake up and smell the coffee.
Yep. We're trying to get it so we all on the screen at the same time. It's like the share the screen thing ain't trying to. Anyway, we just have to.
You're gonna see me log in on a different machine.
Here we go. Here we go with the nonsense. Here we go. Hey, we are here to analyze the first annual CJ Squared Friends and Family Draft.
Back at it again.
You better touch on Joey's fresh cut.
Oh, my man Joey got that fresh cut. It don't even look the same.
Like who's filling in for Joey tonight?
Yeah, I know, right? Where's Joey?
Is that his brother?
Yeah, that's not Joey. That's Joseph Neal. That's not Joey. We're gonna leave Joseph Neal up there this time.
Yeah, you get Joseph now. You're all sophisticated. You got the collared shirt on.
You got cleaned up. All right, okay.
Bring the weight back, y'all.
I know. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way. Buttons. They said you had the best draft.
Congrats,
I say you didn't, but that's okay. I say it's up that's up for debate, man. Because I'll get to that later. But anyway, all right. First up, we got my man Joey. What's his name? What, Paladin?
Yes. What's Paladin's team name? Let me see.
David's definite.
Right now, it's just David's team.
It's David's definite team. Actually, it's David's definite last place team. So
he ain't gonna like that.
I don't care. I don't come on here for you to like me. If I want y'all to like me, I'll come on here and always give y'all props for stuff you don't deserve props for. But anyway. All right, so here we go. It says, after a few reaches, David's definite team hopefully aren't playing for money.
Oh.
Man, y'all is cruise. It's mean, man. I'm not letting you in. Who's that? That's
me.
I'm not letting you in. No.
I'm gonna leave this one now.
I got you, man. I let you in. All right, Chris. What's your analysis, Chris? Look at this draft result.
Yeah, I'm looking at his team now.
What do you see?
Murray, I think he's definitely gonna do his thing. I mean, I think he's a little weak at running back probably because his starter's Javonte Williams, right?
Let's be real, Chris. He's not weak at running back. He's decrepit at running back right now. It's bad.
Like we talked about before, I usually look at when you break a team down, I'm always looking for there's Joseph. Where's the one question mark that each team, and his is definitely on running back than running back depth. Because I mean he's loaded at wide out, right? So he's gonna start probably DJ Moore at the flex spot.
Yeah. So, got the second best tight end in the league, probably.
Yeah, sure. So I mean he's good there. It's really just gonna come down to does Justin Fields, because he's gonna probably want to start Justin Fields at the other spot. So that's a question mark. And
when will he start?
Question mark at just running back depth overall. I mean, James Conner isn't a high ceiling guy. Pollard, we know what he's going to do. So James White in the PPR league, though, isn't necessarily a bad play. You just never trust New England. So
yeah, they got Mac Jones, though. Who?
Yeah, does
Mac
he?
Jones.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, he's loaded at wide receiver for sure. He's probably got what 4, and with Waller, I mean, he's loaded. So it's just his running back depth, and then
PPR league may kill. Yeah, PPR.
it's
Nice
going to come down
homer pick
to.
at his Denver. Javonte Williams. That's a homer pick for
Well,
old
he's a
Powell.
Carolina guy, so I don't even mind that pick. It's just I feel like Justin Fields, because he's definitely going to be playing as his second quarterback unless he wants Carr. But Carr, they're probably close in the same range, right? So
yeah, Justin Fields may hit. He may hit.
He may.
Yeah.
He may.
Well, and that's the thing is, as we do these teams, I know I've had teams I thought looked really sweet on paper and been horrible, and then the other way around. So, but I mean, you got to kind of break it down as we know right now. You know what I mean? Mooney is a steal, though. I think Mooney's definitely, especially if he gets that Mooney Fields combination.
Yeah. If they can get that. You know, Joe, you got anything you want to say about it?
Powell thinks he does everything right.
So what are you saying right here? What are you saying?
He knows that he did everything right. All his picks hit. I will be hearing about it tomorrow. Trust me.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, make sure he sees this.
Wrong.
Hopefully he's not playing for money. Yep.
Hopefully he's not.
Yep. All right. Let's look at Mr. In Between next. This is y'all boy C Double, aka the 11th ranked team right here on this. Got that C break. Miss In Between. Oh, Miss In Between. It says led by a pair of Ravens. Miss In Between have a lot of work to do. All right.
Always
so his best pick. Ooh, man.
AJ Brown.
All right. Well, you know, I mean, I don't think the Yahoo League really recognizes the super flex kind of
clearly Russell Wilson I think is a great pick.
Yeah, but I think like I know Chris is going to say, but the problem is, you know, when you pick 2 quarterbacks back to back in a super flex in rounds 1 and 2, you give up so much more at every other position. You put yourself in a situation where you're just playing catch up the rest, because the other people don't have to really outscore your quarterbacks. They got to outscore everybody else, which more than likely is going to happen. So, he got his best pick was AJ Brown, because I think he picked AJ Brown in the 4th round, which he's normally probably a second round pick in most leagues.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're dealing with a super flex league, and in my rankings, they had him as a 3rd round pick, so he still got a little value, right? Draft results. What else did you see, Chris?
Yeah, so we had already discussed that we thought, you know, if he would have maybe not gone, he could have gone one of the 2. In my opinion, maybe he goes one of the 2 there with McLaurin or Brown, and then tries to get a running back, and then go running back, wide receiver, running back. Because we had already said there seems to be so much depth at the wide receiver position and not a lot of depth at the late running back position. Once I think you kind of get past that Miles Sanders, you know, to me, I wouldn't want to go in and have to start Zach Moss. You know what I mean? So again, that's his question mark, because he's solid everywhere else as a starter. Yeah. It's just Zach Moss. What do you expect from that guy? I mean, there's times where, you know, there's times where he can go in and get you a decent game, but then there's other times where they just completely don't run the ball at all, except for Allen. So to me, if he takes just one of those guys, you know, or even if he would have gone instead of Mark Andrews, run a guy back, because I think tight end, the difference between Andrews versus Fant, you could get him 6-7 rounds later, and it's not, you know, it's not the difference between a running back right there and somebody else. You know what I mean?
Well, this right here is what you call zero RB to the extreme.
Yeah.
right? Because if you count, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide receivers on his team.
So yeah,
Mhm.
I mean,
He
you
has
think about
3
it,
running backs, and he only has one that's even a valuable starter.
and you
That's
think
that's,
about it,
that's
one of
dangerous.
them, he has Gainwell is basically just a handcuff to Sanders, so he's
Yeah.
really nothing. You're never going to play him.
Yeah, I guess he's going to say I guess he's going to say Lamar is the other running back.
He's
But
got between his quarterbacks.
but unlike our league that we draft on Sunday, running backs don't get points for running the ball.
Right.
Yeah, unless you get the
can't-
regular 10 yards or what
Yeah.
the regular, but not the
Yeah,
touches.
no, you don't get points for touches.
Right.
So so Lamar is gonna not get points for right. He'll get yardage, but he ain't getting a
He's
point
gonna
for
get yardage.
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he get yardage.
I mean,
Okay.
between both of them, he's got 1,500 yards and probably 10, maybe 10 to 12 touchdowns.
Yeah. So I think one of the other things that I think he should have done is going with these guys right here so early.
Mhm.
You probably need to get a third quarterback just in case. But anyway, that's just me. All right. So let's go to the next.
Oh, you don't even want to see mine.
We go on your team. You can't say anything. Only me and Joy can analyze your team.
Well, I
All right.
already am negative on my squad anyway. So
So
you want me to tell you what I thought?
Nah. Me and Joy get to talk first.
All right.
And you can do your rebuttals. So
All right.
it says, despite a few steals, of course, Chris gonna get some steals. His team can only improve from here. It's not bad. It didn't say you're not playing for money. So I mean, your best pick is your boy. Your boy is your best pick. You got Josh Jacobs going on a limb. I don't really think Jalen Hurts is going on a limb. Let me see where you drafted him at, because this is a super flex, everybody. I love the Aaron Jones pick in round 1. I have been finding myself in other leagues taking him a lot. I took him in my brother's league at pick 11. Even though my next pick was pick 23. I'm never going to stop talking about that ever.
Never.
Because I'm never going to stop. That was a bad experience. So and you divulge your strategy, right, about kind of punting the wide receivers to after the 4th round.
Right.
Me personally, I think that instead of taking Jalen Hurts, maybe there you should have found you could have probably found like a better wide receiver. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think if let me see who would have been when I took Hurts in the 4th, right? So yeah, Allen Robinson went a pick after.
Yeah, that's your boy. I'm surprised you didn't take Allen Robinson, right? That's your man's, right? That's his man's. You love it, and I mean, I guess though, the only reason why I could think maybe not taking Allen Robinson is because you already had David Montgomery, and and you kind of picking from the same kind of branch for there, right? I really like that I like the Jamar Chase pick because he could be a PPR monster, hooking up with Joe Burrow again. I mean, you got your third quarterback too.
Who I love. I think Pennsylvania can replace Jalen Hurts if Jalen Hurts isn't having that type of season. I think with the Eagles trading for what's his name from Jacksonville, I don't like that move because I think that's going to make
Gardner Minshew.
That's going to make Hurts sort of look over his shoulder slightly. So
yeah, maybe.
I think that may be getting in his head. That could get in his head a little bit. But Jalen Hurts can clearly play. But I do like.
I like the fact that he got a top 5 QB. Can't beat that. You got one of the top fantasy players in Aaron Jones. And I just the only thing for me is you got some running back depth, right? But your wide receivers though, that's the one.
Well, and that's the thing is for mine, I think the question is when you're drafting, and this is the first time we've done that I've done a super flex league. So the issue is when you're drafting at 11 all the way at the one end, if I don't take Dak or somebody there, right, there's no way those guys are anywhere close to me as coming back. And the same with Hurts is so at that point, I'm making a decision of, say I take Allen Robinson, right?
Yeah.
At 4, just say I took Allen Robinson, Jacobs, right? Just say you're in that area. Now I'm waiting. It's a long way back I might as well just punt like how Joey did on that second quarterback. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of it just came out to be that with these guys, a lot of a run on quarterbacks that I don't think I was even expecting that much of a run.
Oh, there was a run right off the bat.
There was.
So
yeah.
I scrambled. Yeah. Normally in a regular thing, I'm more calm about how to do it. But I think because I don't necessarily know how this is going to work yet, I think I scrambled a little bit to get a
quick on the gun
that I probably wouldn't normally do. So then I was thinking a decent, like Tom Brady, when you're doing the mock drafts, I'm thinking Tom Brady, a guy like him is going to be there in the 4th round. Yeah. So then all of a sudden I already have my thing set and he's not there. And that's probably one of the worst things you want to do is set your but I think a lot of it's just a learning process of how to do a super flex the best way, because then, like you said, if I have Tom Brady and I know he lights it up, the issue is going to be Odell. I said usually good teams have maybe 1 question mark. I got about 3. So, my team is more solid than good.
Did we just talk about we talked about Tyler Lockett the other night? You both said Tyler Lockett and I said Adam Thielen, right?
Yeah. So
remember that?
Rocket
I would say my team is solid with probably a 6-7 type team, but really all I really care about is making the playoffs anyway. That's all I ever.
Just get to the dance.
Just get to the dance. I mean, I don't, like I said, for me, my only real issue with your team is I'm just you putting your faith in wide receivers who I think
I've got basically number 2s and 3s.
Yeah, and then Odell could blow up.
Yeah,
right. And
Lockett is a 1.
So could Chase. Lockett is not the 1. Okay, I already didn't I already explain this to you? Didn't I already break that down for you? How that works for Lockett? And plus, Seattle is going to be a lot more balanced this year too. So I don't think they're going for those long bombs again. But anyway, I don't think your team is that bad. You still got a chance. You made sure you had depth. You got 3 QBs. You got a good quarterback. You got a great running back. You got depth at running back, which is important because even though it's a PPR, running backs are going to touch the ball more than anybody else.
Yeah,
they're going to get the ball. They're going to catch the ball. They're going to score a touchdown. So you did a good job.
How about Tyson?
Well done, Chris.
JB.
Oh yeah. And then finally Tyson Williams. I have been listening about Tyson Williams the last couple of days because J.K. Dobbins went out for the year, and Gus Edwards ascended to the lead back. But who's the backup for Gus Edwards? Who's getting the Gus Edwards carries now? It's
Mr. Williams.
Crazy, right? That's a good pick. I was upset you did it, but that was a good pick. All right, now we got we up to Mr. Shownuff.
Talk to him, JB. Am I the meanest?
Joey,
am I the prettiest?
Oh,
all right, so
the shogun of this league.
It says, in spite of a formidable group of wide receivers, need to get to work. All right, biggest steal. Yes, I could not believe that we are in a PPR, and I look down and I see D Hop going round 3. But I would think to myself, Joey's team, the only problem they probably have with your team, because from picks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, if these picks would have been made in our league, you'd be sitting pretty because you got 3, 4 backs that are getting the ball and getting numbers, right?
They're gonna get the ball.
And you got 2 receivers who are going to get peppered with targets.
They're gonna get the ball.
But the problem is you got a quarterback that may not be starting after week 3.
Ain't no way he not gonna be starting.
But you
Taysom Hill
again,
cannot throw the ball.
But also you got a quarterback who is going to come off the field before the season's over in this league. You are going to be mad at Sean Payton because Sean Payton is going to be stealing your opportunities by bringing in Taysom Hill for these gadget plays for Winston. That's not going to change.
I've got a problem solver there.
Okay,
So,
and I like the fact.
Go a little
I like
further
that.
down, JB.
I mean, you did a very good job up front with your running backs. I do think you picked too many Giants. The Giants are predicted to be a sorry team. Right? So why do I want my whole fantasy team with a squad of players who are not putting in any work? I mean, you got Saquon. And then, do you realize that when you have players on the same teams, you are taking away from opportunities from each other, right? You do understand that, right? So if you play those guys,
see the field.
Okay, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I don't know. I let Chris is turning it down. I don't know, man, because your second quarterback is Daniel Jones. I don't like that.
That's big time pick right there.
It's a big time pick.
Well, the difference is, and we'll see how this thing is, but like a Mike Davis, I like Mike Davis, but I think
I like it around 6 too.
If you look at, you're only going to play because now he's going to go in your super flex spot, right? He's
going to play Daniel Jones in super flex spot.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is if you decide Jones, you probably could have gone a quarterback earlier, right in that spot, right?
Another wide receiver. After you took Gus Edwards, even though Mike Davis was sitting there looking at you, you may have wanted to take a better receiver there because you only play 3 running backs. And at that point, you have 3 starters. You have Derrick Henry, you have Saquon, and you have Gus Edwards. These guys are getting the ball, and you got 2 great receivers, right?
Unless he plays Mike Davis at the flex, super flex.
Yeah. But, if you only play for a player, a non-quarterback at the super flex position if you are just super duper loaded. That's that player going to
may need him.
Somebody, listen, well, I guess you don't have some people in here to discourage trading. So I know you were trading a hot minute.
Yes, I will.
Do you realize the one guy, E-Dub, who's above you? I don't know how he ranked above y'all. This guy was talking about trading defenses in the chat. Like, trading no defense, man. I'm just going to trade for a defense, okay? Come on, bro.
Unless it's that New England team from a couple years ago, getting 30 a week.
Yeah, right.
Maybe. Man, that's a stretch, right? What you
gonna get? The problem is that's not sustainable. It wasn't sustainable then.
Right.
That's the issue. You can't count on a defense to be, even if they're good.
Everyone's not the 85 Bears.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to look at the settings, man. You're not going to score jumbo points if you don't look at the settings. All right. I ain't set it up for defense to be scoring 50 points, man. No way.
Even if I would have just taken another quarterback, if I would have said I'm punting on quarterback, like you were doing, Joey, I would have taken 3 to then play matchups.
He should have took Wentz before he got to you, right?
Well, because I would have taken, because Daniel Jones, you could maybe go in on matchups. Not you. I think you took San Francisco probably too high. He was a quarterback right in that range.
The defense in round 11. Really?
So, you're still looking at.
Your team is suspect right there. It's right here, round 11 for a defense. That's super suspect.
A great defense.
That is still super suspect, bro.
Well, see, Carson Wentz was still on the board. You could take Carson Wentz, and then you just play.
I could have taken Pennsylvania. I was definitely looking at him.
The dude got showed up though. He got Derrick Henry though.
Yeah, I mean that's his. Like I said, everyone's always going to have a question. That's Joey's question: is do you count on Winston? And if you punt quarterbacks, you already know what your question is going to be. You know what I mean?
Hold on a second. Here's the thing I didn't realize. It says that you're predicted to finish 10th. So I didn't check those out. Hold on.
Oh, yikes.
Let me see what David says. David says he's predicted
5 and
5.
9.
Finished
9th
He's 9th. Okay.
at 5 and 9.
Ninth. Goodness.
Goodness gracious. What is Chris predicted to finish? Hold on. I didn't even look at those things. I gotta look at them again.
We had to go
1
back.
and 13. Oh my goodness.
1 and 13.
Oh my god. 1 and
It's not
13.
gonna like that. It's not gonna like that.
I don't even want to see mine.
It's 1 and 13. That can't be right.
1 and 13. Oh,
Goodness
geez.
gracious.
Goodness.
I don't even want to see mine. I'll probably get.
Oh
3
my
wins.
God, 1 and 13 though.
My
That
goodness.
doesn't mean anything, but still, that's horrible. That's a backbreaker.
Oh, 4
Yeah.
and 10. Ooh, that's
That
bad
is-
too.
Man,
My goodness.
Oh man.
man,
Is
y'all supposed to
Buttons undefeated?
y'all supposed to be the experts.
No.
Which we are.
All right, let's look
I
at
don't know.
E-Dub.
Not
here.
at 4 and
E-Dub.
10.
E-Dub.
What's his projected? 9 and 5 with that squad.
9 and 5. Okay.
Maybe,
I mean-
maybe we gotta get him on here.
He got Mahomes. I mean, he had the first pick. He took Mahomes, and he took Brady with the second pick, which super flex. Okay, still
Yep.
not me.
Yep.
But
I mean, the
my
thing with
problem-
him is he just doesn't have any depth at all.
And
The-
and another thing here, and just let's just be real here. They got him predicted at 9 and 5 and finishing 4th. But where is he getting points from at the running back position?
Exactly. That's why Yahoo, like you said, must be reading this thing incorrectly.
As one running back.
They must be reading this wrong.
And here's the kicker. I want y'all to understand this. His running back doesn't catch passes. So if Damien Harris does not score touchdowns in this league, then his worth goes down completely.
Right.
I mean, he got Stephon Diggs, he got Kyle Pitts, he got Evans, but then he goes these next 3 picks are like the most questionable picks in this draft. He goes to LA Rams in round 7. Then he goes Sony Michel, and then comes back with the football team.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? This right here, I'm sorry, Yahoo. You said 4th, I say last.
I mean, the rest of his squad's not bad. It's just that middle 3 picks is like.
Yeah, I mean, but he has no running. It's not even running back depth.
I mean, because
he got 3 running backs.
well, let me see. If he would have taken in the 7th round, he picked first, right? So let me see what else is out there at that point.
Joey,
So the 7th round.
while he's talking about that, he has Damian Harris, Sony Michel, and Carlos Hyde.
Sony Michel is not playing an SEC schedule.
So actually, Coop and you, JB, took Gaskin and Kareem Hunt when he took the 2 picks after he took Washington or Los Angeles.
Wow. What does that tell you?
So, and then let me see when he's coming back.
Look at it. I just want to say that for CB to get the 1 and 13 finish is the highlight of the night so far. It's like CB predicted to go 1 and 13.
So he actually takes Jamal Williams is still on the board when he picks Washington.
Yeah.
Guess who got Jamal Williams?
Yeah, I saw you got that. So he right there is those two differences where he takes Los Angeles and Washington. He could have had
Gaskins.
Hunt.
He could have had Hunt. He could have had Williams. And then we talking about a different team.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now you got a plenty of depth. He's got Chark, he's got Devontae Smith, he's got Gallup, he's got depth everywhere at that point.
Okay. And the other thing is, okay, so we talk about that part. Why you got 4 tight ends on your team?
That's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
don't know
tight
why.
ends. Are they all number one?
And I could see.
It don't matter.
The thing is that I don't necessarily mind if you take an extra one if you don't have a really good one. Like, because I remember last year when we're playing, I was every week trying to get a tight end because I could not find a good one because I drafted really late on the tight end. So I was just hoping to find and hit on somebody. But he took Kyle Pitts. So he should.
He's a six tight end off the board.
So he should never need to play anybody but maybe one other one. I could see if like for my team, I got Goddard. Maybe he's good, but who knows? You know what I mean?
That's on a bye week. You know what I'm saying? That's a bye week pick. You pick up a bye week player to fill in for that 1 week for your tight end. That's it.
This league, at least, because you gave us a lot of players, so some guys are going to probably have a little bit more depth than they normally would.
Yeah. You had to draft linebackers and kickers and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so just all players.
I think, but if you take Kyle Pitts, you're assuming you're never going to have to sit. If you're sitting Kyle Pitts, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, you only need 2 because it's not like you're taking just flyers on tight ends, to me at least.
Right.
Best pick, Mike Evans. Reach pick, Tom Brady. I just said ADP.
Unless he goes with 40 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't play like he did against Green Bay in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is whose boy is just MJ? Who's that?
Oh no, that's one of my friends.
Okay. I don't know what that word says. It's
Jorts, like jean shorts.
Oh, okay. All right. So
he worked with me and used to wear shorts, and I like jean shorts, and I was always like cracking on him about it. So
all right. So he said he got might make the playoffs, but probably not.
Maybe
that was funny.
I almost took Zeke. Took Zeke.
I would have took Zeke if I was in position. And here's the reason why I would have took Zeke in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry doesn't catch passes. Zeke can catch 50 or more passes.
Yes, he does. He's very underrated at it. He is.
All right, he didn't even get a best pick. He got a most likely to improve pick. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this guy though, like how he's been doing work for the Raiders, but he's still number 2.
They cut Brown, so
yeah, because they got Ruggs, they got Edwards, they got
really, Ruggs at this point, I don't even know what he is. So if you can get a guy, because Waller's really their 1, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then this guy, if you can become a number 2, because I think Ruggs is limited in what he can do at this point. I think he's just a take the top off kind of guy.
I think this is the first league I drafted in this year where I didn't get Waller.
Oh, really?
That's your man.
Dang, that dude's a beast. All right, here we go. Draft results.
I would say, just looking at his, Kelsey's going to do what he's going to do.
Yep.
Tannehill.
Tanny.
Trey Lance is a big question, right? And Judy, I think they said with Bridgewater starting that Judy should be he's actually going to be, that should help him. I mean, Judy had a lot of drops last year, but a lot of people are high on Judy.
Yeah. Some people say he could be the number 1. Some folks say it's going to be Courtland Sutton, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually like another one of those just solid teams.
Hold on, Chris. I think we have the ghost Joey Neal person posting in the chat.
He better be in bed.
He said, "Why are we doing this? We all know I'm going to win."
That's the old Joey Neal
burner account. Burner account.
Your KD account, right?
I say. I mean, I look at his squad, and it's another one of those solid squads that could find itself winning just because it's pretty deep and pretty solid all the way up and down.
One of the things that I got from this was kind of weird to me was that he handcuffed a quarterback.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess he's basically saying I'm going to take whoever's. I'm going to start whoever's playing that week. Really?
What if he doesn't know? What if he doesn't know? I should go to bed.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I actually think Garoppolo is going to play a lot.
Well, and that'll be the problem.
I know some people actually saying that about Trey Lance too. They're going to definitely go the old University of Florida 2 quarterback system.
That'll be a mess.
Denver Broncos that 1 year. Denver Broncos had 2 quarterbacks running back and forth out there.
Yeah, I mean,
yes,
I would say either one of them, if they're the actual name starter, both of them will probably produce all right. But if they're like,
I don't think week 1 Lance ain't playing on, but he had a chip finger.
And I think Garoppolo will do all right as a second quarterback. I mean, he's got depth. I'm just looking at the squad. Trey Sermon. I mean, he's got a lot of San Francisco guys, right? Three San Francisco. Sermon's going to be big for him. You know, I mean, they said Mostert will probably still be the main guy, but Sermon will probably be.
Sermon got to get time. Yes.
Yeah, Mostert usually gets hurt. Joey can contest to that, right, Joey?
I definitely can.
Yeah, because
I mean,
because Mostert was killing for you last year.
You know, Robert Woods is going to get his, so James Robinson. I think it's a pretty decent team. It's not. I could see why it's kind of middle of the road, though. You know what I mean? But you know, middle of the roads could still win it. I
think his sleeper pick right here is Will Fuller. Right?
Yeah,
Will Fuller, only good for like 10 games though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you don't have to play him at this point until you know.
No, you don't.
Mr. Soft Tissue.
Sitting down.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what my man's the hot one guy here.
Let's see what the old hot rod.
Where'd hot one go?
Hot rod. It says, led by a pair of Vikings, Rodney's awesome team have a solidly average roster.
Solidly average.
Yeah, it says, yep. Yeah, 5-9 mark.
Jeez, nobody.
Okay.
You're top. Those top teams are going to be high scores.
Yeah, you must be tired, Chris. You yawning?
That was a long draft.
The biggest deal, Jacoby Myers. Wow, that bargain.
Okay.
You got Captain Kirk. It says Kirk Cousins will slide in to be Rodney's number 1 QB.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kirk Cousins. Biggest steal. Let's see. Yeah, we got bye weeks and all that stuff. Let's see what it says. He started off with some good players. He got Jonathan Taylor. He took Austin Eckler, who could be a PPR magnet.
That's everything.
I think with pick 6 and 7, he was trying to get that old thing back though, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, I'm sorry. Pick 6, 7, and 9.
Yeah.
And 10. And 11.
And 11.
Right? He went all old heads, right? He went Julio Jones, Melvin Gordon, Brandon Cooks, Phil Lindsay, Marvin Jones, and then at 15 took Tevin Coleman, who also an old head.
I don't know if I ever want, like, Cousins we've talked about as solid. I don't know if I want him to be, especially in a super flex, to be my number 1, really. You know what I mean? But I mean, we put some numbers.
Hey, look, if you're deep at other positions, you okay. So in my first super flex I did was a best ball. Man, I was real. I took Baker and I took Derek Carr. Like I had everybody else. I had a decent team. I was talking trash to the guys from the show about it. I tweeted them. I was like, yeah, your team is good, but mine's better. And he was like, yeah, your team is good, right? So,
I mean, I think that's the thing is, you want to just punt on
right here, yawning again. Come on, Chris.
I didn't sleep much. I think do you want to punt on quarterback, which I think you two kind of did that. That was the one route to go, or then you go to the other extreme.
Yeah, you either go, but for that, for me, it's you either get a top quarterback or you punt it.
Yeah.
Right. If I said to myself, if I'm not in the first 2 rounds, if I can't get one of those top guys, I'm not going to reach for a quarterback. I'm going to get all the other stuff on the board. Yeah. Right. We'll get to my team in a little bit, but I mean, his second quarterback is Zach Wilson. So, you know, I mean, Zach Wilson is a starter, which is good. I mean,
he's definitely going to be taking every single snap.
He got two good running backs, but then Melvin Gordon Will he be the starter at the end of the year? Phil Lindsay is in a full-blown committee with Ingram and David Johnson.
That's yucky.
You know, Tevin Coleman
That's a yucky situation.
Tevin Coleman is in a committee, and he's not even the one you want to have at the end of the year.
I actually do like Jacoby Myers' pick because he could. I mean,
With your boy Mac Jones, he could be a good PPR player, right? 1 point per catch.
Yeah.
You know, Mac Jones, he's gonna make them passes.
He could.
Mac Jones. I wonder who got Mac Jones. I wonder who drafted Mac Jones. Let me see. Who drafted him? Let's find out. We got Adam. Adam. I'm gonna give Adam props because Adam, when he first started playing fantasy football, he didn't know nothing. Last year, the 2 leagues with Adam that I'm in, he finished 2nd and 3rd. And that's a long way from finishing last every year. So props to you, Adam. Tough team. It says you might finish 6th, 7 and 7. Let's see how you win. You went down. You thought you were playing in our league, the one on Sunday.
Great, outstanding running backs.
Man, he went Dalvin Cook, Antonio Gibson, Joe Mixon as his first 3 picks. But I see right now what the problem is. 1, he took his first quarterback in round 4 and he took Joe Burrow. Then he took his next quarterback. He could have probably gotten Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence later in the draft if he wanted to.
Second year and the first year guy.
He probably could have got those guys later, I think. Right?
Interesting.
They probably would have dropped. But then his number one is Deontay. Number 2, he loves Robbie Anderson, just so you know. If y'all let him draft Robbie Anderson on Sunday, he's going to draft Robbie Anderson.
Okay.
He loves Robbie Anderson.
Right? I like the Johnson pick. I think, even Yahoo had him at 1,200 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
And 90 catches or something.
Yeah, but then he goes and then he got Hawkinson, who's probably going to be the number 1 in Detroit, which is a good pick.
Yes.
But then he ruins it again. He goes for the defense in round 9. Goes to the Pittsburgh defense. Then he goes to the Cleveland defense. You know, y'all learn these settings, man. You can't be drafting defenses like they running backs.
Yeah. Well, the problem
he may have made up for his Trevor Lawrence pick because I don't know. This may be Tua's year. We're gonna really find out. We'll see.
Yeah. He got 3 young quarterbacks who could break out. Right?
Yeah.
So he got a chance. He got a chance.
Well, and he also has wideouts. He has Pittman, who could have a huge year.
Yep.
And then we've already talked about on another show about Joey's boy Russell Gage.
Yeah.
He could.
For 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah,
1,000 yards.
He's in an offense that's gonna throw, so I don't know if he'll get 1,000, but if you get a guy down
throw
there,
that ball all over there.
Russell Gage, if he gets 800-900 yards and you get him all the way down in the 15th round, that's not bad at all. So
no, it's not. It's not.
I think he's struggling. Because the problem with Madison is he's only good if Dalvin Cook gets hurt. So that's for him. He's handcuffing him, but he's just holding on to that guy. And then he has no real running back depth at the bottom because Madison's never going to play.
Yeah, that's right. It's smart for him to handcuff his top running back because
and that's good, but
then might get hurt. But Madison, we already had the conversation though, right? About Madison. Even when Cook has been hurt, Madison has crapped the bed.
JB doesn't like him.
So if you look at it, when say Cook is out on bye, right? Madison's on bye. Yep. He's now got who's his other running back? He's got 1 running back, right?
Well, he got 2. He got Gibson and Mixon.
Oh yeah, so then he'll get there. So he's all right there. He's just gonna now. I think just handcuffing him. I've never been a handcuff guy, but I think some guys swear by it.
Some guys do.
I like to handcuff. It's hard. It's easier to handcuff in a league like this because you don't have no defensive positions and you have a lot of bench spots.
Right.
Like in our other league, you got 6 bench spots. Handcuffing, man. Every year I end up dropping somebody that blows up because I can't hold on to him.
Yeah, and this one,
right.
That's the thing this year is that the free agents you're not going to hardly have any because everybody's out. They already got so much roster.
Not going to be a lot to pick from.
Yeah, it's gonna be somebody to blow up. There's always somebody.
Yeah.
All right, this is your boy Prison Mike. This is Cooper.
Let's see what the progeny did.
Whoa, they built the win. They predicted to finish second. They predicted to finish second. Woo, buddy. 11-3. Biggest steal, Latavius Murray. Yep, stole Latavius Murray from me. He got Matt Ryan, of course. He went ahead and got CMC, Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Man, dude had a good draft, man. Mock drafting all day. Somebody was in the lab.
Coop is in the lab. We were working it. I think I spent too much time training Coop and not helping me.
I mean, he got probably the number one fantasy player, right, in fantasy and CMC. Then he got top rookie. Then he went ahead and got he drafted a quarterback that his father absolutely hates.
He was telling him, "Do not."
I'll see it when I believe it. Yeah, I'll see it when I believe it.
And then he backed it up by taking old Matt Ryan in round 5. So Cooper definitely came in with a plan, and still, and I mean, thanks to the other guy, Cooper was able to amass a lot of good depth. I mean, he got Christian, not Harris, and he got Justin, he got Christian, he got Chris Godwin, he got Brandon Ayuk, picked up Myles Gaskin, got Leonard Fournette, got Tyler Boyd. I know he was drafting Gesicki because he loved Gesicki, right? We had a discussion the other night how the Gesicki is his man. And then he got Nyheim Hines, who is made for PPR leagues. He's nothing but a pass catcher. He got Mike Williams, who could they pair up with Justin Herbert. He got Joey's boy, Jared Goff. He got my main man. 2 tight ends, got the Colts. He got some good young players. So Coop did a pretty good job, man. I can't hate on Coop, man.
Yeah, he's
week 1 matchup.
My progeny. Hold on, let's look at that week 1 matchup. Ooh, I set it up too. I made sure that in week 1 that Coop and his dad were gonna match up. I had to do it.
We will match up week 1.
Uh-oh.
I'm playing against the hot one. Prison Mike and Show Enough. Chris is playing his boy MJ. Adam's genius team. Adam was Adam already did this already. So for some reason, Adam saw a couple of years ago somebody that's paired back on the bench so he can't see his points and think that's supposed to work. He always does that now. He's probably the benched all his players already. I know him. Let's see. He's probably see? Everything's empty already. He don't want to give up what he's going to do.
It's just empty. Okay.
As if we can't just figure out that he's going to start Deontay Johnson.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Meatballs, Joey?
Yes, I have.
Movie.
So what am I going to say next? Do you know?
No, you got it. You still got to tell me. I've seen Meatballs.
Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
I remember that.
It doesn't matter, Adam. We know. You see this right here? That says bronze.
Oh, Meatballs is great.
Man, Adam, you were 1-13, bro. Come on.
Ooh.
Got that bronze label. All right, let's go back to the draft results, man. Goodness gracious. All right, this dude Adam always trying to do some funny stuff.
He's trying to get an edge.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I up next anyway?
Yeah, you're
are we done with Prison Mike? Are we done?
Yeah, we all are in agreement. Coop killed it. Are you in 11-3? You're 11-3 also. 11-3
as well. Oh my goodness.
There you go.
11-3.
That's right. Read him and weep. Read him and weep. Let me tell you something. Right? Oh, look at that. Go out of the left. Look at that. Oh, I got Mr. Noodle Arm.
Oh, noodles.
I heard the reports. And I'm gonna let you know what? I'm gonna let y'all analyze it. I'm gonna be unlike y'all because both of y'all was speaking the whole time where we were talking about y'all teams. So I'm gonna shut up and see what y'all got to say. See how much hate Joey gonna give me. Let's see. Go ahead. Give me your analysis, Chris. Tell me what you see, man. Give me your analysis. What you think?
I mean, I think you just played the hand you were dealt. Basically, I think that you weren't in any type of scramble mode, and I think you probably don't want to come into a draft thinking at this point Roethlisberger is going to be your one in a 2-quarterback starting league. But at the same time, like you said, if you can get enough depth around him, he doesn't kill you. He just has to kind of hold his own. And then your second one is Sam Darnold. So, I mean, obviously, like I had said before, everyone's got a question mark, and those are yours. Is going to be, can your other players overcome your quarterbacks, basically? So, because they're going to be average at best. But having Kamara, Adams, I mean, those guys, and Ridley, we've already talked about what Ridley's going to do.
Oh,
those guys are going to rack up.
You see Ridley there, Joey? You ain't see him there?
I don't love
right there, isn't it?
I think Lamb passes Cooper this year as far as but I still don't think that's, I think where you got him is where he should have been. So, and then Hunt, we've seen what he can do as far as touching the ball. And so, I mean, it's just a solid team with huge upside because of Kamara and Adams. The worry is that with Kamara last year, when Breeze wasn't in, he wasn't the same player, but that was with Hill. So we're going to have to kind of wait and see. Adams had a one-of-a-kind season. Is he and Rodgers going to regress at all? But I can't see, like we talked about before, I can't see that he's not going to just keep feeding them, because he's really their only true guy, their only true weapon as far as on the outside. So, and Ridley, we said he could get 1,300 yards. So Carson, I mean, I still think your team, I think, 11-3, I think your team is loaded. It's just those question marks of, can Roethlisberger do enough to hold you in there,
Yeah, the problem is by round 6, he was the best quarterback on the board. And I was saying to myself, I cannot go any further without getting a quarterback, right? Because I looked at what I had Roethlisberger as the 10th quarterback on the board.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I should get a guy in the top 12.
I think you think, JB, that Sam Darnold is going to take a step forward. I really think.
You know what?
Believe Sam Darnold is going to take a step forward.
When I was looking at the second QBs, I saw Sam Darnold and some of the other rookies. I saw right, and I was like, well, I thought to myself, nobody else is going to give a crap about these other guys, so let me just take Sam Darnold, right? Because doesn't Sam Darnold week 1 have the Jets?
Is that who he has week 1?
Yes, he has the Jets week 1.
Yes, he does. Wow. Home game. Home game.
I figure, Sam Darnold going
that's in Charlotte.
It's not like, hold on. It's not like he don't got weapons around him. He got.
You're absolutely correct.
Robbie, he got weapons.
Facts. Those are facts.
I mean, if he gonna do something, then I made sure, since they named got Marquez Galloway, because at least for the first 6 games, he's going to be the one, just in case somebody. I like Chris said, I may not need him, but he's still good for depth.
Yeah,
Winston loves him.
Elijah Moore is definitely. Everyone's hyping him up. So and
this guy right here, Damian Harris goes out.
Yeah,
he right here becomes the Garrett Blunt part 2.
Everyone acts like Damian Harris. He didn't even solidify that job even last year, really. I mean, he was never a guy that was like they just hand him the keys and he's going. So that was a guy I was
came on strong late.
And
he came on strong late.
Michael Carter, that's a crowded backfield, but at the same time, he's got the most upside. He's a guy they want, so he's another guy that you could hit on. That's why
I was like, see. You gotta think.
Well, I looked at him. I forget who I took, but I think it was a little bit earlier. And I was like, oh, I don't need.
I even got yet, Joey. What was your prediction for Logan Thomas? Do you
I
remember?
said Logan Thomas could threaten to be possibly a top 3 tight end. Could. And
I need
JB,
him. I need him to be a decent tight end.
right.
I mean, because I got a PPR league, right? And my 2 receivers were top 10 receivers last year. The running back was in a PPR league, like in my Super Flex, Alvin Kamara was the number 1 running back. You notice I took him over Dalvin Cook and
Yes,
Zeke.
you did.
I didn't go with it was Zeke. You know, PPR, baby. All right.
I know you're not a huge fan of Chris Carson. Not a huge fan of him.
But at that point, at round 4, when I already had Kamara, I didn't really need a super stud. I needed somebody that's going to get some volume. He's going to get some volume. He's going to score some touchdowns. Seattle's going to change a little bit from how they played last year, and he catches the ball some too.
He does catch the ball a little bit.
It's all good, you know.
Yeah.
And I know with I didn't get my boy DeAndre Swift. Like some of the guys, like I got a lot of shares of Swift, Waller, definitely a lot of shares of Ridley, a lot of shares of Devontae Adams too. So you know, we're gonna see. I mean, Joey, I cannot believe that everybody around me let Devontae Adams drop to 22.
That did happen.
I mean, let's be real here. There's no reason that player in a PPR league 1 point per catch is the 22nd pick off the board.
Well, I'm trying to look.
I don't care who they took. I don't care what quarterbacks they took. You just don't let a play. Like I told y'all, I took him number 1 in the first round of a super flex with guys who are experts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why. I could see you taking a quarterback and making that argument, but anyone who takes.
But guys took 2 quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying. Well,
yeah, but there's guys. Kelsey went above him, and anytime you're taking another pass catcher, why would he not have been the first pass catcher off? Waller and Adams went ahead of him.
The only way I can see that Kelsey goes in front of him because Kelsey has a huge advantage as a tight end.
Yeah.
Right. And the tight end spot, you get Kelsey, you got a huge advantage.
Yeah, I agree that there's definitely it's like position scarcity basically.
Yeah. But still,
yeah.
You don't. So how many guys who catch passes went in front of him? Just Waller and Kelsey, that's it? And Hill did too, right?
Yeah. So you're talking probably a top 8 player probably dropped to you. Top 10, top 8 player in.
Yeah.
With counting quarterbacks in the Superflex league, it's probably a top 10 player dropping all the way.
Like I said, on my big board, I had Kamara 3, Adams 6, Ridley 12.
Okay.
So I got all those guys. I got Kamara right at the spot I'm supposed to get him at, but these guys right here, come on. Anyway, I'll take it all day. All right, let's look at your boy. One more to go over. Let's look at my man K Gun Buttons. He's probably at home.
Hold on, you got the D.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, we got Dana. My bad. We got Dana.
We didn't do the old Diesel door.
Old Diesel.
Oh, we got Dana's genius team.
Diesel Mike. Oh, he's gonna let us know too.
They said he gonna finish with an 8-6 record. That's pretty good, Dana. You know, not too bad. You got your boy Aaron Rodgers. He got the little stack with Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford though. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
a team to watch.
Where is he weak at? Go to his draft results.
All right, here we go. So
where's the Diesel door week?
Oh, I see it. Well, I mean, he's weak at running back.
Running back,
because-
Probably
not
his-
the best group.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's what I'm saying. He has Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Nick Chubb is not really a pass catcher. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, we hit the it's still out on him if he's what the Chiefs need, right? Last year he started off on fire. After that, fizzled, right? This guy right here, Raheem Mostert, is a walking medical kit. He is going to get hurt. Now, he gonna get 8 yards to carry for 3 games, but then he'll be
Tell me
done for the
about
rest.
it.
Then he'll be
Tell me
done for the
about it.
rest. Yeah, I know. Then he'll be done for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Right. I like his. I like that he got Cooper Kupp and Allen Thielen as receivers, but he really doesn't. These guys are really safe picks, not upside guys. These guys gonna catch passes.
Looking at his team, that's kind of what it is. Is that it's a high floor, but not necessarily a high ceiling team. But we've seen in fantasy, all you need is 1 or 2 weeks. But I think he's definitely like a team that should make the playoffs. Just looking at his roster,
Yeah,
I
mean, he
should make it.
I mean, the only thing maybe since he already went Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford down here at pick 8.
He could have gone.
He could have
running back
or another wide receiver, right?
or wide out. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, what wideouts went after
Right
Raheem
in
Mostert?
that pick.
Yeah. Look, tell me who went in there. Anybody go between there?
In the 7th to 8th round.
Yeah, from 81 to 88. Who's in between that?
For Diesel.
So still who was on the list. So he took Mostert, Galladay.
Yeah.
Or Boyd.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about, Boyd would have fit in just right. He had 3 guys who catch passes and 1 guy who's a touchdown guy. Boyd is PPR player.
Yeah, so that's probably
he drafted too many tight ends, I got to tell you. He did the tight end thing. He got Hooper, Cook. He got Tanya.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
I don't mind the Cook one or Hooper. It's just I think with Tunyon, he probably should start him every week, especially because he's got the stack with Rodgers.
He should.
So he shouldn't ever
come off stacks now. Shit, he got stacks. He got stacks. He got the Rodgers Tunyon stack. He has the
Kupp and Stafford.
And he has Stafford and Kupp. So I mean,
he's got my boy Corey. He's got my boy Corey Davis. You know,
you know what?
There you go, Chris.
I like
that's your
Corey.
man.
I like Corey Davis this year. He is if you are trying to punt wide receivers and try to get some wide receiver depth at the end, he's a really good pick. He's probably going to be their number 1 receiver.
I'm interested to see what they do with Bernard in New England. You wonder if he's going to be hit kind of
Tampa.
Tampa. At Tampa now. If he's going to be there, his new kind of
James
White kind of guy.
Yeah,
because really that's what he is, right?
Yep, that's all.
And the other 2 guys don't. The other 2 guys don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, Fournette can't catch the ball.
No,
right? He'll drop it. He'll drop it one here and there, but he's a good pass catcher. Now Jones, not so much.
No, he's not. Jones is not. That's who I have. He's not catching the ball.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got my man Buttons, who was already talking that trash. Got that A-.
Buttons won this thing.
Some values.
Man, 13 and 1. 13 and 1.
13 and 1. Wow, Buttons.
Ooh, good Buttons.
Man, you got a lot of pressure on you, Buttons. A lot of pressure. Lots of pressure to go 13 and 1. And your biggest steal was Darrell Henderson, who by my prediction, week 11, will not be the starter. They will be giving the ball to Sony Michel. But all right, Buttons got Baker Mayfield. I saw one place that they had Baker Mayfield as a possible MVP candidate.
Mm.
I was on
Contract
ESPN.
year.
Oh, here goes Joey. All right, let's see.
Contract year.
Let's see. I think Buttons went out and got Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill. He got George Kittle. You know, I like that George Kittle pick, but George Kittle, so I couldn't take
He'll be
him
hurt.
that high. I couldn't take him that high because he gets hurt too much.
I think George Kittle is probably, at this one in the super flex top 200, he has him as the 50th best player.
Mhm.
Where would that be? That would be
that's round 5, early round 5.
They have him at the 50th best, and he took him at 28.
Yeah, so you know, did he say that he reached on that pick? Let me see.
He'll be hurt.
No, he said going on a limb on Baker, but he took Baker. He went early with Baker. I mean, even though this is one of my things, it's like the guys they predict 1-13, they predict him 13-1. I gotta say that Bud's got some question marks, Chris.
Yeah, I would definitely say.
We got Tyreek Hill, and number 2 receiver is Kenny Golladay. That's a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 receiver right now, Deebo Samuel, who always gets hurt. And then you have Michael Thomas, who is on the PUP list, won't play until week 7. And by that time, who knows what's going on?
You're right.
We got David Johnson at pick 11 that is not even the starter in Houston. I like I like that he got these guys. His running backs are great values because normally Swift, Henderson, and Chase Edmonds aren't going in rounds 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
But they're still, I think with those guys, if you draft them, you need like an anchor to go along with them.
Yeah, I think all 3 of those guys are 2 to number 3, like flex type players. None of those 3 are going to scare you at all when you look at his roster. Basically, only Tyreek Hill, the top 3 are.
Yeah.
But then I think Baker.
I say the top 2, man, because I'm not scared of George Kittle.
And yeah, actually, I wouldn't really be scared. It's just the top 2. And the thing is, you're betting on Josh Allen to continue what he was last year, which I think he should.
Yeah.
But
he should stay the same. Yeah.
I mean,
he should.
Hey, Bud's a Bills fan too?
Yes, he is.
Buns, man. You homer.
Hey.
Buns is a homer. But
that's his man's right there.
Hey, I'm not hating on Buttons, right? I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying that with Swift, Henderson, and Chase Edmonds, you got 3 guys who are question marks, right? You got Swift. I love Swift. Trust me, I'm a Swift truther. Right?
Yes, you are. JB is a big Swift fan.
I believe that if he gets a chance, is not hurt, he can have a big year. But I know that Jamal Williams is on his heels, and you got Anthony Lynn calling the plays. Darrell Henderson wasn't even going to be the starter until Cam Akers got hurt, and then they turn around and bring in Sony Michel. What does that tell y'all?
Michel. Yeah.
What does that say?
Yeah, for real.
They don't trust him.
The guy on the radio always says, he said, you know what? The coaches and stuff will lie, but the moves they make do not lie.
No, they don't.
Right? Right? And
transactions don't lie.
And then you got Chase Edmonds. Is he going to be the goal line back? Or is it going to be James Conner?
Or it's going to be Kyler Murray?
Is Kenny Golladay going to be the Kenny Golladay we remember from 2 years ago?
Oh, he's going to be better.
You think so? Oh, God, you're a Giants fan.
Speaking of homers.
I know, and I did, in one of my leagues, I did draft Kenny Golladay, but not as my number 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's like my number 4 receiver.
Okay.
Right? He was my number 4, not my number 2.
Okay.
So, I mean, I can respect it. I mean, going with Josh Allen and Tyreek Hill and George Kittle. I mean, Yahoo like, ooh, that's tasty, but I don't know.
Well, once you do that, you already are knowing when you take your first 4 picks aren't running backs, you already know the question marks,
Oh, Buttons is watching. Yeah, Buttons, you got that.
Come
You got
on, Buttons.
that A-, man. But like your boy Lee Corso says, man, not so
Not
fast,
so
Buttons.
fast, my friend.
Not so fast, my friend. Yeah, you did a good job, man, but you got a lot of question marks, bro. So it's gonna be like I'm gonna tell you a quote that I hate, but it makes sense. I admit it. I hate it. It's a
I'll
quote
see it
from
when I
Joey
believe
Neal.
it.
It's a quote from Joey Neal. It's a marathon, JB.
Hello,
not
JB.
a sprint.
Hello.
Not a sprint. It's a marathon.
It's also
So, you know what I'm saying?
it's also
That is,
I'll see it when I believe it. Also.
I'll see it when I believe it.
If you really want to confuse somebody and have them look at you like you got 2 heads, tell them that, yeah, I see it when I believe it. Yeah, they'd be like, what?
That makes sense.
What did you say to me? But anyway, it was a good draft, man. It's gonna be interesting. I seen that everybody came prepared for the super flex. So first week is rivalry week. We got, let me go to the matchups in week 1 just to look at it. And we have a setup where it's a pick 'em. So you get to pick, right, with your who they gonna win, right, every week. So
Absolutely.
make my pick for week 1.
Oh, you already got your favorites. Oh, you got 3 on there. Look at you.
My pick for my game against Hot, I'm picking myself, of course, right? So yeah, we got, it's gonna be fun talking about this for next 17, 18 weeks, right? It's a long season.
Oh, it is on. Man. It is on.
All right, let me stop this here. Anything else y'all want me? I'm gonna show me, see y'all matchup and see what y'all got, because y'all got some. You have matchups against
Joey got a tough one for him.
Yeah, Joey got his seed.
The boy will go down.
Yeah,
I have the higher ground.
And you get to face the quarterback you hate. He get Justin Herbert. He got Jameis Winston. They playing in Jacksonville too, aren't they?
I believe they are.
And that's a good matchup though. You got Derrick Henry. He got Christian McCaffrey. That's a good matchup. You got D-Hop. He got Chris Godwin. I'm like, analyzing your matchup, I'm gonna tell you, I think your QB matchup is a toss-up because Herbert's going against the Skins. I think that your wide receiver matchup, I give you the edge in a PPR league.
Teeny bit.
I'm an Ayuk guy, so
I still give him the edge. We're talking about PPR here, and
I still think he gets the edge.
Chris, and then plus, if Herbert goes off, he's throwing the ball to Allen.
Gonna be throwing it right over there.
Joey gets the edge on wide outs. I would say Coop probably gets the edge on running backs.
Yes, and Joey got the edge on. Joey definitely has the edge on tight end, I believe, maybe.
Yeah, and
Coop
then
has the edge at quarterback.
I would say the big edge might be Matt Ryan versus Jones.
Daniel Jones. Yeah, Daniel Jones. I can tell you this: the Denver defense was my target until Dana picked them up, because I know they were playing the Giants week 1. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to target, like in my brother's draft, my last pick was the Denver Broncos.
Just get that early. Yeah, there was one year I remember I just kept streaming all the defenses until I finally hit one that was really good, and then I think I just stayed with it the rest of the time. But I think all my I just played with the matchups every week.
Yeah, dude, I'll stream a defense in a minute, man. No fear.
Yeah, if you hit on one though, if you hit on one like I did with New England, they can carry you.
Y'all hear me still?
Yep, we got you.
All right, because my screen just went black.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're just frozen.
You are frozen. Yes.
No, I'm frozen, man. I got
JB, you're for Sunday. You're drafting. That's on Sunday, right? This Sunday?
No, our draft is on Saturday.
Or Saturday. That's right, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So, and then we will have the we'll have we'll do our draft. We do a draft recap that night, or do a draft recap Sunday when we meet up.
Both of them work.
Why my screen went black, man? This is getting on my nerves.
I draft 11th again.
You're still there.
What the heck? We hear you. You just can't see you. You're still just
Yeah.
Still there.
So yeah, but at least you have 2 picks at the beginning of the draft, Chris.
11.
So
I was going through. That's a bad spot for me.
Are you sure? Because I mean, you got
Well,
a shot.
It really just depends what these other guys in front of me do.
Well, whatever I'm gonna kill it with whatever I pick I got.
I mean, yeah, I'm not with you. I mean, I would assume you're going to do something normal, at least like something that would make sense. So I would just count you as a pick. I need somebody to make a mistake, I think.
So just so you know, we look at the top of the draft board. Even my freaking mouse is frozen.
The Mises.
So the top of the draft board, what we got? Here's the players that are going to be available, right? Real quick. I know. I memorized them. You got Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick Chubb.
There you go. We'll come back on.
Najee Harris.
Yeah, that's 4. Exactly.
That's 4. Okay. And then I'm trying, there's some other guys there too.
Yeah, like
then you got
Antonio.
You got D-Hop. You got D-Hop. You got Diggs.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the problem is that I think those 4 are the guys, and then it drops to that next step down. So for me, if I want one of those really good running backs, somebody's got to make a mistake.
You'll get one of them.
Well, no, because I think it's those 4, and then it gets into the next level of guy. That's in my opinion.
Oh yeah, because it's 4 picks before you is Dave Berto, Chris, then me, then you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I pick in my spot.
I can tell you.
Dave.
Oh.
He's like, I'll see you.
Where did JV go?
He's out of there. How did I finish in second place and not even have anybody worth that was like keeper worthy in the first year? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because Josh Jacobs wasn't good enough. All right. And then Kenyon Drake is horrible.
That's the main reason.
You out? Says we're muted.
Trying to leave this one without
What was
canceling.
that? What happened there?
I don't know, man. You know what? You know how computers are sometimes. They
Yeah.
do funny things. I done pulled a Joey, right? Yeah, there's no audio on this one. So here we go. Oh, and you know what? Like what I was saying was, and I can't believe it's crazy how this stream is still going, but we had some technical difficulties. So you know what I was saying in mid sentence, it cut me off. I was saying that I know for a fact that I'll put $100 on Berto drafting Najee Harris.
Oh, really? Where's he draft? Second?
And he has been known to always draft a Steelers running back. It does not matter. Like I remember I told you how the 1 year when Le'Veon Bell was suspended for the first 2 games.
That was that guy, the Damian Williams.
He took the running back to back up in round 2.
Right.
Even though Le'Veon Bell was coming back week 3.
Man, that's ridiculous.
And
yeah, so you'll basically just take the whatever's left of the 4.
Yeah, so I'm hoping now. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they either let Nick Chubb or Jonathan Taylor, either one. But you never know what Chris is going to do. That's the thing. Chris we just saw him go 0 RB. He may do it again. He may, Chris may draft Josh Allen round 1. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right. He's a wild card. You never know what Chris is going to do.
The problem is that Gibson is better in like the league we were just in. Like he's probably all right in both leagues, right?
Yeah, he'll get some volume. I mean, running backs in the league we doing this weekend are a premium.
Yeah.
Right? Running backs trump everything else. Right.
That's the problem for my pick is it falls off. So I don't necessarily want one of those wideouts right there, but then so I'm in a bad spot because I picked so late. Like if I had finished my team wasn't that great last year, but I just got on a decent, if things happened and I finished 11th, but I wasn't the second best team in the league. You know what I'm saying? I was probably clearly, because I don't even have any guys I could have kept. I wasn't going to keep Josh Jacobs. You know what I mean? I wasn't, so I didn't have any. So picking 11th, I needed to have somebody I could have kept, so I wouldn't have been hurt. And I didn't have that. So now I'm scrambling a little bit,
Scrambling. So yeah, right now, yep, you got, yeah. I mean, but you still got some value. I mean, you don't really have to. I mean, with Dave Montgomery in round 5, you just need to get, if you can get, if one of them makes a mistake, then you're gonna get a guarantee that you're gonna get a decent running back.
Yeah, and if not, that's what I was saying is I'm basically one of them has to make a mistake. If not, then I've got to just kind of figure it out as it goes. But tonight I didn't do as well with that. You know what I mean? I was kind of scrambling a little bit. So
one of them is gonna make a mistake. I'm kind of like guaranteeing it. Hold on, let me pull up that other thing. I got something that can tell us exactly what is going to be on the board. Hold on. I already did a little cheat sheet for that too.
Well, yeah, that's why I already was counting the guys. I'm like, oh, geez, I'm right at the freaking cut line.
Chris And, you know, I know Chris is not drafting Nick Chubb because he had a chance to take Nick Chubb already.
Well, I mean, unless he really wanted he wants to see what's out there, and then he's thinking the worst I could do is Nick Chubb.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, I don't know. I don't, you know, it'd be crazy if he drafts him. So yeah. So right now, rankings, I got Taylor, Chubb, Jones, Harris, then Jacobs and Gibson, Miles Sanders, Metcalf, Hopkins, Swift, Jefferson. Carson.
I mean, Jacobs in that league still, like, he's still popping out on different when you punch in our kind of scoring.
Yeah, because he gets volume.
But the scary part is how much volume it's not like last year where he's going to lock in.
Yeah.
Now with Drake there, he's not going to get as much volume. So then last year he killed it just on volume.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not a guy that I'm not thinking of taking. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah,
it's more just I've got this tier of guys like Gibson, Jacobs. Like you said, the two run wide outs are right there.
I mean, shit, Berto may take D-Hop. Last year, round one, he took Mike Thomas.
Yeah. Well, because Mike Thomas 2 years ago was absurd.
A monster.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where I'll just have to, you know, I just kind of have to play it and know that what I've got to do, I got to be able to transition to not having 3 years now I've drafted